We are at, what is it, November week 1, 1998. We are looking to determine the other four members of the quarterfinals, the other two matches that will happen next week, and then the semifinals and finals will happen at Survivor Series. So tonight we're going to see The Rock versus Scotty 2 Hottie, Ken Shamrock versus Road Dogg, Godfather versus Owen Hart, and The Undertaker versus Batista in the main event. The story is Road Dogg defeated Matt Bloom. Now he faces Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock, D-Lo. Scotty 2 Hottie got probably the biggest upset, defeating Val Venus. And then Godfather probably got also maybe the biggest upset, Chris Candido. I think Godfather, Candido might be. If Scotty 2 Hottie defeated The Rock, it would be the biggest upset in probably WF history. Maybe challenging Razor Ramon 1-2-3 Kid. But that's that. Alright, so let's kick it off with Vinnie Mac in the hospital. And what would be the classic scene that we all know and love with, Mankind coming in and try to cheer up Vince. Even though Mankind and Vince have problems, Mankind like to say, I feel bad for him, whatever. And then he does the same old shtick, Mr. Socko. Mankind leaves, Vince goes, Mr. Socko. Then, and then Stone Cold hits Vince with the bedpan. And that's that. Pretty much Stone Cold would attack Vince because he blames Vince for Umaga and Ken Shamrock attacking him last week. So that'd be a story. And then the first tournament match, Road Dogg picks up the win against Ken Shamrock. A little bit of an upset here, even though he's a champion. Road Dogg gets the win, advancing to the quarterfinals. Road Doggy Dog. I figure Road Dogg, as a champion, it would make more of a story with him winning than Ken Shamrock. More exciting matches, too. We then go straight into Rikishi versus Gangrel. Rikishi defeats Gangrel with a big splash, and then he hits him with the stink face after the match. We then go to the Un-Americans here, cut a promo on D-Generation X, and you're like, you gotta be kidding me. You got these guys telling everyone to suck it, and you fans like that? Like, just very, negative against DX. Like, come on, you fans are really like that? Whatever. And, just talking shit on them. The best way to put it. We then see, the headbangers come out and chase off the Un-Americans, tell them to shut up or whatever. And this just turns them face. Because, I have my reasons, damn it. Alright, so the fans didn't get behind the headbangers turn. That's fine. It's not a permanent thing. Well, they're going to stay faces, but it's not like it's the main eventers, it's the headbangers, for God's sakes. After the match, Rock cuts a promo on Scotty 2 Hottie. Rock is still, the fans are getting behind Rock pretty hard here. The Rock versus Scotty 2 Hottie ends when The Rock stops Scotty 2 Hottie from hitting the worm and hits him with the rock bottom. Pretty much, Scotty 2 Hottie put up a decent fight against The Rock, and I contemplate having The Rock lose, but Scotty 2 Hottie has so much on him. And then after the match, The Rock, picks up Scotty 2 Hottie and shakes his hands. Once again, have the fans think, okay, wow, The Rock, wow, he's actually a good guy now, right? And then here, Brian Pillman cuts a promo on Triple H warning him, says, you haven't seen the last of me, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me for a sec. So here we have Godfather versus Owen Hart. The Godfather picks up the victory that no one saw coming, and he goes on to face the winner of The Undertaker and, Batista. Pretty much, I figured it would help Owen Hart here losing, Chris Candido. And then after the match, speaking of Chris Candido, runs in and attacks the Godfather. He is just furious. He's so pissed that the Godfather's still in this tournament. From there, we go to Bradshaw, Farouk, and the Marvelous Ones all, talking trash to each other, just about last week in the tournament, this, that, and other. The Marvelous Ones would bitch and complain. APA would challenge them to a match. So next week we're going to see APA versus the Marvelous Ones here. We'll make a note to ourselves. So we got the quarterfinals next week. APA versus Marvelous Ones. And also I think we're going to have the Un-Americans versus Headbangers. Just because, that follow up on this week. Just making it to myself and to let you guys know. From there, we get Undertaker versus Batista in the main event. I'm really hoping these two would have good chemistry, but hell, an 89 rating is really good. The Undertaker wins after Matt Bloom interfered. So the Un-Americans cost Batista his chance in the tournament. So the story is, excuse me for a sec. So, the Un-Americans do not want DX representing this company, and, they're just disgraceful. So next week we're going to see The Rock versus Road Dogg, Kane versus Stone Cold, Triple H versus Mankind, Undertaker versus Godfather. Alright, well, the two former champs obviously should be the main event. Triple H versus Mankind will be the semi-main, and then these two will start it off. Maybe we see an upset, maybe not. It's to be determined. So, what else? Anything else I need to note? No, let's just go to the thing here. Another really good Raw picked up from the past couple of weeks. We had the 83 and I think 86, now even 87. Really happy with the main event. Batista, came in clutch. Probably his best match to date. I think Batista's going to end up doing big things for the company. It is 48 WWF, WCW 24. Next week, Kane versus Stone Cold of two former champs, The Rock versus Road Dogg. I'd like to see I'm going to have those two, talk to each other, like an in-ring segment. Undertaker versus Godfather, that's just going to be a match. And then Triple H versus Mankind. Face versus face, Triple H versus Mankind. Alright, did we win? 80. Yeah, we in 87, I believe. Let's check. Yep, we win again. 49 to 24. And they had Sting versus Davey Boy Smith, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Bret Hart versus Vader, the Giant, Roddy Piper. Bill Goldberg lost. Now, these last two matches are pretty interesting to me. Other than that, not really much. DDP versus Conan. So 49-24. And let's see. I will go and find the first episode of 1998 November Raw. And we'll go over the results from that and then talk about it. Right, so they had D-Generation X, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X-Pac versus The Brood. Christian Edge will be coming shortly. Gangrel didn't get over as much as I wanted. That's my fault. Al Snow and Mankind teamed up. We've seen that. Goldust versus Steven Regal. William Regal part on Americans. Goldust, currently gone. The Rock versus Ken Shamrock. These guys traded wins a lot. So, that's nothing real spectacular. Val Venus versus Jeff Jarrett. Who the hell is the face here? I'm not a fan of Jeff Jarrett, really. I just never got behind him. And then the Headbangers. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Is this the main event, or did this go backwards? I think this went backwards. I hope so, for God's sakes. D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry versus the Headbangers ended in no contest. Anything really of note? Nope, nothing really. So, I think we obviously had the better show here. I mean, come on. The Headbangers were... not Headbangers, the Audies. Come on. Let's get real. So, that's going to be it for this episode. We haven't done that in a while. We'll just go back and look at history real quick. I'll show you. I'm thinking of showing you Survivor Series pay-per-view and what's the difference between mine and theirs and the stories and who's better and who's not. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one.